Hi, it's Leslie, and we're talking about sister wives. So Mykelti had her twin boys, and of course Robyn was there to sleep in the closet and wake up on demand and help take care of the babies for her. And I just have to say, if Mykelti was my daughter and this woman did this for my daughter, that would mean a lot. So Christine, you should like her a little more just for that, for what she's done for your daughter. But anyway, Robyn loves being a grandma, so. Robyn's doing all the things, but Kody is still struggling to connect with his kids.
I'm having a very difficult time connecting with all of my kids. And of course, twins being born is going to give us all something special, something maybe that helps to, move things forward. I have to go see those babies. I got to see those grandkids, so I'm going to be excited to go see them. And this is going to give us more opportunity to open the doors with my children.
Yeah, hopefully, but those doors aren't just going to open on their own, so somebody's going to have to budge. Someone's going to have to do something, and it's like, Kody, you're stubborn, and you raise stubborn kids, so you get what you get, And I guess now we know what time of year it is. It's Thanksgiving time, and that's usually when they get all those tables together, and they have just hordes and hordes of people with all the food. Nope, not anymore. It will be Kody and Robyn and their immediate family, so small group. And I guess Robyn, you know how she loves people. She just doesn't want to be alone with her family. The more the merrier, But she did ask Mary to join, and for some reason, because she joined last year, Mary, but for some reason.
Yeah, Robyn did reach out and ask if I wanted to go over there for Thanksgiving, and I'm not going to do that. That's just weird.
Yeah, this year's just weird because I guess in her mind, or she's going to actually get divorced, even though whatever. So this year it's weird. All the other years, not weird. But okay. Just funny because Mary used to say how much she loved Robyn's kids. You'd think she'd want to be there or at least see the kids. Like, is she even seeing those kids that she loves so much? I don't know. People just love kids, and then when they're gone, they're gone. I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah, it's almost kind of like, Thanksgiving, you're supposed to be thankful for what you have. They are not happy that they only have 7 people at that table. That is for darn sure.
I'm really struggling in many ways that it still feels like something's missing. This is small. There's just the 7 of us.
Yepper. But anyway, and this I thought was very telling. Kody says something, I guess, that we all, us, you, me, we've all known all along.
It shows me in so many ways the dysfunction of just the basics in plural marriage.
Yepper. It's got some dysfunction just kind of cooked into this little mess. But yep, very dysfunctional situation. And Kody claims that he wants his kids in his life. And I'd like to believe that. But it's like, he will not budge. Like, he wants it on his own terms. He will not eat crow. He will not do anything. And I don't think they will either. So it's kind of like a stalemate, which is just so sad. The only one pushing is Robyn, and she is pushing. And Robyn has a way of getting Kody to do things, but she is just not having it. I don't know what her motivation is. It kind of is implied that it's because she came from a broken home and her father wasn't there for her. So she doesn't want to do that to these kids. And I guess she loves them. I'd like to hope you spend that much time with somebody you love them and everything. But it is just confusing. What's pushing her so hard to try to get him back together with his kids? But Kody is resistant, to say the least.
I'm not going to sit here and fight with you and have a rift in our relationship caused by these people who have created the biggest rift in my life. I'm not doing that, okay?
But Robyn claims she's just so scared about the kids. So it's all coming from a place of love, that she loves these kids and she wants what's best for them. And she feels they need their father. And what's crazy to me, just thinking about this, is that you grew up knowing how badly kids need their father. Yet you put yourself in a situation where the kids are only going to get so much time with this father just by the nature of the situation. It's like, yeah, I know you need a father, but I'm going to go with this polygamous stuff, and you're only going to see him once every 4 days. Like, it made no sense to me. Kody just feels wronged.
They're purposefully leaving me out of their lives to punish me for a crime I did not commit. I am only guilty of not falling madly in love with their mothers.
Alrighty, and of course Madison came up again. I guess she's the gossiper, But anyway, Kody feels his family was actually killed by gossip. And Robyn and Kody, It's starting to hit their little union, so they're starting to struggle, and Robyn is very upset with Kody because he is not reaching out to his kids and fixing these relationships. And I guess she says that's what made her fall in love with him. So without that, it kind of makes you wonder how appealing he is to her.
Oh, I'm having a hard time not, like, feeling like losing respect for you.
But Kody stands his ground, saying, you know, the only thing I'm guilty of is not loving their mothers. Yeah, kind of, but you messed up a lot of these relationships with the kids too. And the kids could also have a problem with you if you're not respecting their mothers, because that speaks to your character. And, you know, maybe they don't want to associate with someone who's that type of character. That would be valid too. Anyway, on to some happier news. Christine has met a man, which we all know, and that would be David. And what's crazy about this, of course, she met him on a dating app because that's where everybody meets everybody these days. You have to go on the apps. And this was the first person she met. I'm like, oh my God, that just like totally beats all the odds, because you hear just horrible things about those dating apps. You know, and he said, how many kids do you have? It was a dating app for people with children. She said, I have 6, you know, and he said, I have 8. And she was like, oh my God, you know, kids. It was just funny to me that the next sentence out of her mouth was just like, you know, I have Janelle's kids also. I consider them my own kids also. Well, why didn't you say I have 12 of them? But anyway, you know, because if they really were your kids, you'd say I have 12. But no. 6 real kids, 12 kind of kids, whatever. And we still go back to Kody and Robyn, still plugging through this little old argument they have about Kody not reaching out to his kids more. Picking up where we left off.
Your kids need you. They need you in their life. I know they're angry right now, but they need you.
Yes.
I think that Kody should be camping out on their doorsteps and saying, hey, you're going to talk to me, because sometimes that's just what you got to do.
Oh, the old camped out on your doorstep thing. That was her approach when Christine, too. She was like, no, you need to keep going over there. You need to camp out on her doorstep if you have to. If you have to do that, that's what you got to do. Didn't work that time. Probably not going to work this time. No, he ain't no camping for Kody. He's being punished for a crime he didn't commit. Ugh. But he actually finally confesses that he did make 2 mistakes during the COVID era.
During COVID, there's 2 huge mistakes I probably made. I wanted the boys to move out because they couldn't comply to the COVID rules. That just became sort of a foolish power game. And one of those mistakes was also not going to Isabel's surgery.
It's almost like he was going to say my COVID rules, and he stopped himself and he said the COVID rules, but he was going to say my COVID rules. And that was the problem, is because it was his rules, and he's trying to enforce these rules on basically grown adults and have them pay the consequences if they don't follow his rules. But anyway. And of course, not going to Isabel's surgery. That is insane to me, because you have a child. Where else in the world could you be when your child is having surgery? I do not understand that. That would haunt me the rest of my life if I'd made that decision, and it should. And how she ever can justify that in her mind, that he was not there with her, horrible. Well, if nothing else, we learned that Kody is just bitter. He must be a miserable man to live with. Poor Robyn, you know, not that I have much sympathy for her, because, you know, she wanted this deal, but he is miserable. He's angry, he's pissed, he's all the things. And he's so pissed off, he says he can't even go to God for help because he's so pissed off at God, I guess, for the situation of getting him into this polygamous thing, but he's just pissed.
I'm so angry about what has happened that if I talk to my kids, I'm worried that they'll trigger me with an accusation. Really, I'll be honest with you, I don't have the bandwidth yet to go to God in gratitude and try and fill my love tank with the Spirit of God. I'm just bitter right now.
So to sum up the episode, Kody and Robyn are struggling. Everybody else is moving on and happy, and Kody's pissed. Anyway, I follow this nonsense every week, so if you want to follow along, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you next week. Bye.